Because you guys already approved the election. Right. It's just the
It's-
clerk's one.
It's been put into the draft.
City.
Yeah. Yeah, the clerk's one, yeah. Paper pass. Hmm. 40, 46. I think it's 45, it's a change. Mhm. 47. Election.
So
No, it's actually 45, but then another 10 after the election.
Your salary 45 plus another 10.
Which is 45 out of the clerks, 10 comes out of the election.
Okay.
So with two positions in your position, is 137,497.60. Plus or minus premium.
They did show how much I changed. I think last year I looked it over and I think it was like 9,000.
But with any other positions, there's no money there for you. Positions, even if what you requested.
Right, those are, yeah.
I mean, you basically got two full-time, hers and yours, even in your request.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, there's
So
not
there
a
is
lot of
no,
room.
there is no room even, 'cause right now you got 125,000, and with two full-time, yours and her part-time,
What do you estimate part-time, how many hours?
9,000.
20 hours a week?
No, she says about 9,000.
9,000?
Is that correct, 9,000?
Yeah, it was about 9,000 last year.
Just quit.
Mm-hmm.
Did Gene, surely he had that plugged in.
Hmm?
Gene plugged that in, didn't he?
Yes, he
That number? Okay.
Can't hear slide.
Six. Is that a month or a update?
Just what you want. You do.
Can you get us an update? Do we not have a monthly update on the clerk? I have this stuff. Are there any more of these? I think it's right there. Here, let's have this one back. Well, half the year gone, and that office hasn't quite used 1/3 of the budget.
Yeah, it looks like they've only used 44 so far.
Pardon?
It looks like they've only used 44 so far.
Let's see, where is- Any questions? Concerns?
I don't know, I mean, there's really not much we can do with it other than just to the rate of pay, I mean, just to reach that budget up.
I think we can do something about it, but I don't think there's a consensus to do anything about it. So we'll plug that number.
Sure.
188,975.
Yes, you got a proposal?
I would propose that that salary line come down.
You need to do that.
Reduce the salary line for next year?
You know, the salaries are in place.
You can. And then that puts the department head in the position of deciding to cut pay or fire employees or whatever needs to be done to stay within budget or going over budget. You can reduce it.
Yeah, but as far as cutting an employee's actual salary pay, when they've already been paid to do that job, once they've been paid to do it, you can't reduce their pay, correct?
It's at will employment, you know, we're essentially saying if you want to keep your job, here's your new rate of pay.
I'll see you later.
How else, the information we've got from this, you know, my understanding, she wasn't coming back. That's the email I got. But, I don't know.
Well, regardless, I mean, you've only got enough salary for those positions, so it is what it is. Those positions will have to be reduced. Those positions will have to be reduced themselves without.
So we're good with that number.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that all?
Do you have any input on the NRP? Don't you give to the treasurer what needs to be refunded? So, did you get any calls? I've got one call.
We've got quite a few calls.
You had several calls?
Yeah,
That they didn't get the correct amount?
yeah.
So what's being done to remedy that, or what was the problem?
So the problem is that the values weren't being changed from year to year.
The values what?
The values weren't being changed from year to year. So the appraiser's office was changing the values, but the clerk's office was not changing them in CIC. So the checks were not going out for the right amount because the values weren't being put in correctly. We're just gonna make sure that they're put in correctly.
Okay, when do you expect that that'll be resolved, that those checks will be overdue now?
Oh, we've already started mailing out new one for this year.
Okay.
But then, I mean, by next year, it'll all be sorted out, everything will be caught up to date. So
But
next
the
time we
ones
get a
that,
refund-
the ones that were underfunded, those checks are going out now?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, they went out this morning.
Guess we might need the appraiser's office, and you, I don't know about a couple of companies that are under rebate. We probably need to get.
Yeah, I know Delinda wanted to talk to you guys, she had,
Okay.
she
You
had
might
asked
want to
me.
stick around for that. Is that part of your office too?
I mean, it will affect us, yeah.
No. Good. Okay.
And I think Heather too.
Heather too? Okay.
Are you talking with TNT?
Yeah. I think Dylan said there were two, but
The EDXs that were messed up.
what does EDS stand for? I can talk about what?
EDX, it's a type of exemption.
Yeah, I get that.
I didn't deal with the exemption, so I'm not sure.
There she is.
Good morning.
You knew we were anticipating you.
Yeah, I was actually waiting on Carl, but I was just coming here first.
I think she's gonna
I
get
think they
that
more
one
want you
too.
than me.
Yeah, I need you too, though. Carl was looking something up for me. I'm gonna add a date. I just need to ask you a question. She's gonna look it up. Once it's finalized, can you get my date?
I can have a few of them sitting on my desk to do those.
This one is, has the wrong code on it, that's why it's still the right taxes, it's easier to figure out what Sarah
The
did.
tax rate was up, but
The taxes are still good rate taxes on it, you know, it's easy, so I figured out why.
We've got all three that we can figure this out. What's the story on the?
Okay, so I guess I'll leave this. So we have in the county, we've got, they call them economic development exemptions, and they're through the state. We have two in the county. We have one at KMT, which is in Baxter, and we have one at Galena. So as I was getting ready, what those are is, for the first 10 years, they're exempt. And for the first 5, it's typically they're abated completely, the whole, they don't pay anything for 100%. And usually on year 6, they start paying like a certain amount, 20%, 40% and all that. So in 23 would have been their first year to start paying. Well, when it was done, I don't really know how the person came up, I don't even know who did it, I don't know how they came up with the taxes, but it wasn't correct. And then in 24, it had the wrong abated amount on it, it's the wrong percentage. So ended up, I made copies of it to show you what they actually paid and then how much they actually owe.
Okay.
So I didn't know what you guys want to do with this. We can correct it going forward,
Thank you.
but I didn't know what you want to do because it's quite a bit for the previous years. Yes. And what's going to happen is when they get their taxes for 25, they're going to notice a big jump because we're fixing it, and so they're going to think, they're going to wonder why. They're going to ask us, why is this so much? Well, they were not figuring the first 2 years correctly. So it's going to show a big jump in there when they get 25. So the question is, I guess, are we going to try to get what they owe us, or what do you guys want to do?
I did a little Googling and I think I left my notes at home, but I don't know that we have the authority to.
Do what?
I said I question whether we have the authority to go back. The statute was specific on in what
You could probably,
cases. It was
I
not a
don't,
mathematical error, it was just,
kind of was a mathematical error.
well, that's the only thing that comes close to the,
But I don't know if you can still do, because they see they're still paying on, a lot of people are still paying on 24, so you're still kind of in 24 on your taxes. You know what I mean? So you might be able to get 24, but I don't know about 23.
now you go back 2 years, but
That's
I just wanted to bring it before your attention for one thing, because they're gonna really notice the big difference on 25.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm looking at here now.
Yeah,
That's quite a shock.
yeah, because I discovered that they weren't figured right. In 23, I don't know how they figured. 24, I did figure it out. They did it 80%, and it should have been, in 24, it should have been 60. And they did 80% abatement rather than,
Now, these is, everybody's taxes, I mean, or
just for this company.
just for this company.
The one that has the economic development, yeah, the one that's in Baxter.
Okay.
I just don't want them to be shocked when they get there. They're gonna get shocked anyway when they get 25. It's gonna be a lot different than 23, 24 were. So,
you know, they need a courtesy call to start with before they get their bill.
this might be a new question.
We have a statute. See it as a statute, you look at.
I can't find it. Copies. Pretty good information.
Well, if you have the cash, it's on top of your
Not
head.
off the top of my head, I do not. I didn't bring the, did I, hold on.
So you got your whole file.
I may have brought the whole file. I don't like the big one. So this is the EDX that we got from the state. Whether you want to find this is the actual order. You really have to-
it is to have it at home, Shane.
Apparently, there's some statute about correcting past years.
Yeah, there's one on, I know what she's referring to,
One said,
what the county commission can approve.
yeah, 2 years, but it had to fall under one of the categories, and there were about 4 categories, and the only one that would come close is mathematical.
I know what you're
Looks
talking
to
about, I've read it.
me like it was just omitted, not mathematical. Just
Well, the
totally wasn't
20, the
filled.
24, you could probably say was the mathematical because you used the wrong percentage. Should have been a different percent. Now, I don't know what happened in 23, I couldn't tell. In 23, but 24 I could see, but I don't know what happened.
It's irritating.
Yeah, you want it.
Oh,
But she changed it.
I changed it a little bit. It's a little bit easier. I changed a little bit of this thing over here.
Yeah, you can.
So they underpaid in the past,
Yeah, what they do for that 10 years, like I said, on year 6, they start paying until they get to year 10 where they're paying the 100% of taxes. That's how they work it.
graduating students.
Yes, and so 23, they should have paid 20%, 24, they should have paid 40, and then 25, they're gonna do 60.
Now, the error part, is it on our part?
Yes.
We want to pay the error, not
Right.
them. They paid what we sent to them.
Yes, and like I said, I can tell what happened in 24, they just got the wrong percentage in there. 23, I don't know what happened, I don't know what happened in 23. 24, I've seen where it was just, they put the wrong thing. They're just gonna be shocked when they get 25, that's gonna be the thing, because 25, we're gonna correct it, moving forward, and it's gonna be quite a difference than what they've been. But it also is due diligence on them, they should be keeping track as well, in my opinion, Of course, they're not gonna say anything if the taxes are lower, than what they think,
We made a mistake on our part.
but we made a mistake on our part, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it. Look, people are just paying what comes in and not questioning it. I mean, not thinking, oh gosh, this is the last year of the freebie.
I'm like Marla, though, I want to give them a heads up,
Well, yeah,
Give them a-
and we can do that, I just wanted to bring it for your attention, I didn't know what you guys want to do for the other 2 years, so.
I think when Jake looks at it, we'll know, but I think you're right about the 24, but the other one, or this total omission on our part, I don't know that it's
Yeah.
gonna fall under.
23 probably maybe can't do anything, like I said, I couldn't tell what was done in 23, 24 I can see what they did. That one was just they used the wrong percentage on it, and knew exactly what they did, so.
So,
Unless it's the one that stops where it says, any refunds due to them. You know how I put that in there? Yeah, this one has one that's the only one I need to know.
clerical error by board commissioners, refund graduating full payment.
matter that we could, I don't know if it's something that we can send to Boda and say, hey, this was missed and let them determine? I don't know. Most of the
They
time,
would have knowledge, wouldn't they, on what,
most of the time, the taxpayer will file a tax grievance. You know, if they found a problem or something. I don't know, did Kenny County file a tax grievance with them and just explain the situation, what happened? Let them decide, I guess that would be one avenue.
I mean, the statute number here's like overpayments. If there's an error that results in overpayment, that's not what we have.
Do we have an underpayment, yeah. I could also get with PBD's attorney, and see what he has to say. Maybe check with him as well.
That's probably the best place to start.
Okay, start with him.
They're gonna have a very intimate working knowledge of these statutes.
Okay, I'll give them a call and then hopefully, maybe by next week I'll have something awesome figured out, hopefully from them. Anyway, so you guys can think about it anyway and be thinking, and then I'll check with them.
If you email them, just copy me on it,
Okay,
so I can see whatever responses.
Okay,
about the statute.
will do.
I'm just seeing overpayment here.
okay, thank you.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Is that all?
That's all they need to do for us.
That's it.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I was kind of.
Back to budget.
Are you good with those two pay raises we discussed on the sewer district?
Yes,
If you're okay with that, I'm gonna make a motion.
okay.
You ready, Michelle?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to increase the two sewer operators, Matt Napier and Matt Biddle, each $3,000 per year, from 17,500 to 20,500 for the sewer operation.
Second
Second.
motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. Seems like we have a pretty good cushion unless the pump goes out. But, I say this every year, I think this year we definitely need to write a check for Road and Bridge for the administration of that. We've got postage, mileage,
When you have the,
clerical work, and we continually subsidize that, so we're trying to get a handle on that number for next time.
when you have the waste, when you run the check too for gas and manpower, mileage.
Okay, so we've got the clerks knocked out. Michelle, we're gonna need to, well, we won't need to do anything on that one for Gene. So we have the Class Limited, the sheriff, and the road and bridge. Is that all we need to knock out? Do you know of anything for Jake? Or just, or we're just still doing budgets? Yeah, I don't think we need anything, Jake.
Okay.
We do.
You want to get hold of them?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for all you do and your updates.
Thank you.
Some of the updates are good and some of them aren't.
Enjoy it. You too, Larry. See you, Michelle.
I just wonder on that Class Limited if there's somebody else in the office that can
I-
help us.
Well, I did, and I talked to her, but she's not willing to send that without his
Oh,
approval.
that's what you said.
Okay. Can I get a copy today?
I will get you a copy.
Here. Yeah,
I'll
those
get
two.
those to her when she goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I called Woodland, so I talked to their financial person. She said she could get it ready, but she couldn't send it until she had approval from him.
And we were requesting just the reserves?
I said, I want a balance summary with the reserve on it.
I mean,
Let me go ask Carla and see if she got an
anything
email.
they can keep if they decided that Cora.
Or their budget will be zero if we don't get them.
Mhm.
That's my thoughts exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they've got the most amount of money, quite a bit more in Cherokee County than the other counties. I don't know about the.
And they're kind of arrogant about it. It's like they don't get it. It's not like they don't have it, don't want it. I mean, it's like it's theirs and you're keeping them from it.
Who you talking about?
Price limited.
No, didn't get anything yet.
I bet if you sent them an email and tell them we didn't put anything in our budget, they'll call you right back.
Well, probably not as good as their budget is.
Oh, okay.
Big turnout out at the park on the 5th, wasn't it?
Pretty good size, yeah.
Who won the gun?
Wayne Cook won one, and
You did. I didn't, obviously, because you didn't call me.
Work.
What do you think now?
Gun raffle.
Gun.
Oh,
I don't even know him yet. Takes his house. Hispanic.
Did you see that gun sale that the county attorneys got?
Yeah, I seen that in the paper.
More than 100 guns that they're gonna sell.
They doing an auction?
Well, no, it was one guy, one arrest.
I'm totally, I'm 100% aware of that, but how they get rid of it?
I asked, and he said that they usually just sell them to a dealer.
Yeah, I thought you meant they was gonna auction them off or something.
No, they just have to get them. They're trying to get them as
Well, they've got them, they just gotta get them.
legally. They've got to get them legally. They can't.
They gotta get.
They can't get rid of them.
have a legal process to go through.
Yep, that's actually.
Some of those are kind of interesting.
I don't think they all come to a dealer. I think
That was,
for an auction.
It was quite a collection.
I'll bet that's $25,000 or $30,000 worth of guns, maybe more than that.
It'd be a lot more than that.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I was just looking to see what number you plugged in for.
You're on River Bridge?
Yeah, where you at?
Okay, I don't need this. we just really got two biggies for sure. What we wanna do on salary and where we're gonna put that greater figure.
Yeah, and I don't know if you wanna call them and talk to them, or you look here for them. Know what we got going on. I don't know.
Well, we've done that once, I think we ought to crunch the numbers and then call them.
Yeah.
Jean's plugged in 3.370.740 So if you do that. That's $214,000 increase. Road and bridge.
Salaries or just everything?
I think that is on the, equipment machinery, I think. That's all we have. is
When did you
equipment.
come up with the increase?
114,000.
I had 268.
We got that.
Oh, no.
2025 budget's 3156447.
I've got the sheriff's budget in here.
We sure gotta figure out a payroll payment somewhere.
I see one of yours, page 1. For some reason, I must find it page 2. Let's see. Deanna gone today?
Who?
Or, did,
No, she's here.
oh, is she, her door was closed over there.
She's here. Oh, wait.
I don't think she
Oh,
is.
we're talking about the wrong person. I thought you meant Dina.
I was gonna say, I don't think she is there.
Okay. What's, I don't know the other girl's first name. Is her name? Deanna. I was confused.
Deanna,
Sorry.
the double.
I thought she was talking about me. I forget she's back there.
So Michelle, did you go up the Manitou incline?
Absolutely not. That'd be a negative. I went to Pikes Peak, that's about the best I could do. I looked at it.
It was on the backside of Pikes Peak.
Yeah.
We didn't even see Pikes Peak.
Oh, yeah, we saw the incline. No.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Mhm.
Well, I'm salaries. Looking at salaries.
So where you got 100,000 in there?
Pardon?
If you go off the increase that he got in there in the paperwork that we did last time, he gave $100,000 for a salary increase. He gave $2,100 for the uniforms and $112,193 for his numbers we sent you.
I think we'll just plug a number on that salary line and wonder, is it with 100,000 additional? What do you think? Too much, too little?
He's right. I don't know how you get that. I really don't.
You don't know how getting help? He's hoping to have 41.
That was my understanding. I was just looking.
Because he was at 38 and he said he wanted
Yeah.
3 more.
I wouldn't touch it.
Roll run or a backhoe.
So we asked him to do these 2 wage sheets, which I believe he turned into proposal. So even if you went with the lowest. Lowest, both $191,923.
Increase?
Yeah.
1347. What color are you using on here?
Well, there's two different.
I know, but which, show me on,
I'm using that line right there.
okay. You're factoring in the benefits. But we don't pay the benefits out of that,
So you're talking about this line, just the side.
which is actually, what I see is less than what the current budget is. Current budget is 1,468,000. We may need him on that.
I'm not sure what it is.
Let's see. You think we ought to need to come in? Let's see.
Need to go call him?
I think,
Need to go call him? Or
Sure.
You got him?
Oh, I can get him, if you want to call him, that'd be fine.
I'll go call him, just ask him to come back up.
You see if he's close and available.
Okay.
If he's 20 miles away, then that's what he does.
okay. I guess I just haven't even looked at the totals, but that doesn't make sense. Because even if you took the benefits line on the highest one, it's $250,000 less than his request. Current is, okay, the first sheet is current.
He's coming.
What?
He's gonna come.
Thank you, Michelle.
That's his proposed. Most of them 50-cent raise. And then we're staying the same. The biggest thing we gotta figure out on that one is that grader.
Well, let's figure that out before he gets here.
You're gonna have to levy part of it, or not levy it at all and face it next year. If we take it all out of that equipment reserve, then they're gonna pretty much wipe it out.
Yeah, it's just about 1,040 some thousand. I think. What about half and half?
Yeah, after we do it half next year. We'll do it half next year. After levy the other half next year. We levy on the full payment next year, levy half of it this year. Give a kind of a graduating scale. What do you think, Jack?
What else might come up that we really need to pull from that? I know the sheriff would like a body scanner, if they can't get it by grant or some help there.
Right.
That was like 127,000. We didn't commit to it, but it would be nice to do.
Right. Make sure they know.
What else might-
Exhausted.
Just trying to anticipate what else could come up.
Within the next year.
New Disney game?
Nope. Commercial.
There,
You have a minute?
we do.
Okay, so after doing some more
30
investigation.
We have all the minutes in these blocks.
So, this is the schedule of the payments on that one we were talking about. It started in 18. Well, I was getting my email ready to send to the state, so I started pulling out my board order. The board order doesn't start till January 1 of 19. The scheduled payment started on 18. I was looking at the scheduled payments because that's what you're supposed to go off of. Board order says 19, which means 24 is okay. I don't need to do anything with 24. 23, on the other hand, they need to get their money back. They shouldn't have been taxed anything on 23, according to board order.
Go away.
Yeah. Yeah, so, because when you look at EDXs and lieu of taxes, you always look at the schedule, which is on the, usually the ordinance or resolution from the cities. And so that's what you go off of. That's what I was going off of. Well, they went off the 18. Started at 18, actually started 19, according to the board order.
Well, I'm glad for them. 'cause
So 24 is fine. And then we'll get it fixed for 25, so it won't be so bad. But I didn't know 23 is wrong.
Bad. When you make a mistake, you fix it.
Yeah, so I can go ahead and fix 23 then.
We have to, yeah.
So we're good. Thank goodness. I was getting my emails already and I started pulling
We
them.
expect them to fix their mistakes, so we need to
Yeah.
fix ours.
Yeah, so I was going off of this because this is what you always go off of. And then I started getting my paperwork ready for Ted and I went in and I looked at it and I said, hey, that says 19, this says 18. So when they did their ordinance, they didn't correct it here.
Well, thank you for them thorough job.
Yeah, so we got it. We're good now.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
Hey, Cody, come up and help us. I can only speak for myself. I didn't look at these totals before. I was just looking at all these different increases. And so the first sheet's the current, and the second sheet is the You're at a disadvantage. Not have, or do you have it with?
I got
Initial order. So, we're not looking at benefits because that's paid out of the employee benefits line bond.
Okay.
I appreciate you splitting that out so people can.
I wasn't
see
actually sure where it was paid out of. That's why I asked her to do
the
it.
full package. Michelle, would you step over and ask Dina? I'm pretty sure those employee benefits for his department are paid.
I have a different
out of
fund.
employee benefits.
Okay.
So, you're asking for, if we don't include the benefits, total salary next year for basically 1.4 million? If I look at this, 1.399320.
It would be,
Same as everyone else's, is that what you wanna know?
Pardon?
The same as everyone else's, is that what you wanna know?
Yeah, thank you.
Does the benefits come out of employee benefit?
I come up with, would be 1.3 to 1.399.
Well, show us on this so we know what we're looking at.
Well, just to do that without benefits, you would take, like right now is what we're showing we're spending.
1347?
Yes. And so then,
And your request is
am I in the right?
1.399,
399.
okay?
So
So,
that's, I was told that the benefits were, I was under the impression that the benefits were coming out of my salary, my employee salary line.
okay. Well, it didn't before, so that shouldn't change.
Right.
So, let's see.
You got 1.460 in that.
There's no room, like what I'm figuring on is an extra 1 to 2 employees, which some of these are coming off, but that's why I was saying it's so hard to figure that whenever I still have people on there. Because yes, like, the ones at the bottom of that list, they're not, the positions I'm trading up for aren't the same, but then my goal was to start paying overtime instead of as much comp time. Because even at 80 hours, like, that's what I've always had as a max. I think that's what the handbook was updated to. Was it updated to 80 hours, to hold comp to that? Or did it even say? I don't know.
I thought we did your department different.
My goal was to try to keep them under that, because the issue I run into now is because we've had so many storms and so many after hours where I'd rather pay them the overtime.
Keep them in.
To be honest, my end goal for my budget, like I said, if it wouldn't have got dropped before, I'd fine, and then my goal is to save every year. And that savings can go back to that, to the employees anyway. That's what I kind of told my group whenever I first took over, was my goal was to be more efficient, get them more money for being more efficient. That's the goal. Like right now, I'm losing good employees due to pay. And then whenever I do that, like you got good employees, and there's no gap between the top guys that have so much more responsibility than, like a mechanic is worth a lot, but his boss, or his boss's boss, in theory should be worth that much more, because
Okay, so what's been proposed to Gene right now?
yeah.
So, you got a sheet that shows how much you got in your budget right now? The 14688
1-4.
in salaries. You
Okay,
got a
one-
sheet that shows.
Yeah, that shows the 2026 request amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. It's not updated, but yes, I have that sheet.
The numbers that was given to Gene and what he presented to us today was basically adding 100,000 to that salary line.
Okay.
The $2,100 increase in employee uniforms.
Okay.
And then on your machinery equipment, the 112,193,
Yeah.
was added in for the total of 214,295.
214,
295. Increase, which got you to 3.370740 total.
Right.
That's been plugged in.
Okay.
Is that gonna work in what you got in your head? Because whenever we look at these,
Is the greater payment worked out?
we're working on that right now. It looks like,
Well, if the greater payment's worked out, then okay, it's a step in the right direction. is what I'm saying. But if I still had to pay the greater payment, then that totally. You get what I'm saying?
I totally get it. The greater payment was clearly cut out of your budget last year.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out how to compensate for that.
Okay.
But that's what was plugged in for the budget request, kind of what we sent out these papers. What we were saying though was it's already funded. But if you're talking about adding a few more and starting to pay some overtime, we can keep your comp to 80 and not whatever it is, 400, and keep your guys back in the seats, because every week we get a washout, it seems like. It's hard to fix roads if everybody's all on comp.
My goal is to get it back to what it was and what it was the last 2 years before it got decreased. That's my goal. And we're still under compared to any other county with this many employees, this many miles, and this many citizens. But like I said, that's a step back towards that. We're good. What was the total of the budget though? Can you say that number again?
The Gene's got plugged in 3.370740 is what Gene had plugged in based off the numbers we gave him last week.
So unless something changes, that's what it should reflect. For the
That's
2026.
what it's showing right now, as long as the board approves.
Okay.
The proposal that Gene gave us today, other than we got to figure out where. And as what it's looking like, correct me if I'm wrong, but through our loan company, was that
NCL.
NCL, Cody's working really hard with this capital. It's looking like we can keep that payment the same.
That's the goal.
And possibly own them and trade them back in for a deal instead of doing a lease program, which is gonna cost us $400,000 per machine, correct?
Closer to 2.
So,
Moving on.
I just kudos to him, because I know he's been working his butt off with the cat and stuff, trying to make all this pan out. And the numbers that I seen, I was pretty shocked.
My end goal is to get that greater payment the same. If it's $2,000 or $3,000 difference, then
Keep it the same, but
I'm just saying if it's something my budget can handle the increase, I'll come back in here and talk to you again about it. Because it depends on what that number is, depends on what it's worth to this department. But yes, they want our business, that's for sure, and they showed it with us. It's kind of like the lease vehicle deal, you can almost make money in it, even though we're all in business to make money.
Too much. We're talking about an increase of $614,000 and absorb the greater point, payment. You're talking about
the increase is
214,000? Okay, last year's budget is,
That's what you sent Gene last
well,
Monday.
we just let those numbers plug and told them we were gonna change them. That was absolute worst case scenario. But we have, you're talking about an increase of $614,000 plus another $622 somewhere for that greater payment. Because last year's budget was,
Where's your 614 increase?
okay, the number that was plugged was,
3.370740.
wait, this, So we plugged 3,770,000. Okay. The 25 budget is 3.1 million. So we're talking about $614,000, and we still don't have that grant appointment taken care of.
Yeah, that total doesn't match up, no, you told me that, the 3.7, under year off. 3.37,
Yeah.
3.37, I thought that one.
That's
Yeah,
three,
you
three,
told me
seven.
3.37.
Okay. Sorry.
You're not off the blue line, we've already cut.
Okay. Let's see,
That's where,
337. Oh.
Here's what Cody gave us, which was this number here.
And let me see what Gene gave us. I remember that.
It's in your draft budget he gave us today. Some numbers we sent him last
Okay.
month.
Thank you. All right, that makes more sense. Oh, what do you guys think about adding, splitting that grant payment between equipment reserve and that?
That's our very best case scenario with those storms. It starts putting money back in his budget. Plus helps keep the levy down and keeps up some of the reserves. That makes sense to you, Cody? Splitting the greater payment, putting half of it back in your budget, which is gonna be another increase.
oh, I see.
Taking the other half and paying it out of equipment reserve. Because we'll take the whole equipment payment out of equipment reserve this year, basically there's no more equipment reserve.
I understand that. So then
Split
you're
it up.
saying my total instead of 3.37,
Gonna add 311,000.
Okay.
And then,
as long as that's known, I'm good. As long as we remember that next time at this,
when
A
it's
month
time
from
to
now.
make the payment,
yes, that's all I ask.
I'm writing it in this book.
Does that need to be in the minutes?
what now?
Does that need to put that in the minutes?
The only
No.
problem is
Okay.
you can put it in minutes, but unless we know what they can go back to, you're
That's
gonna be
true.
caught in uncertainty.
That's true.
The only thing in the minutes is when we
We
actually
make
make the
motion.
motion to
Okay,
approve the
perfect.
budget.
That's a greater payment.
So we're up to 3.681740.
$3.681? Oh, you just said?
3,681,740.
Actually, credit.
So what'd you get for it?
Understand that, Jack? What we was doing?
Yeah.
You good with that?
I'll leave it.
Cody, you good?
I'm good.
Thank you, Cody.
Just let me know if those numbers change, please, at some point.
Thank you so much.
I'm hoping we're
Can you
done.
back up, Cody?
Have a good day.
Thank you. Go fix the road where you're at.
I'll try.
We still haven't got anything back from last time.
No, I'm sure she'd bring it over.
I was trying to erase and clean and everything
Trying to produce one
Yeah.
real, make a model.
else. Yeah.
Make a model.
That's probably not public. mean, it's not like a public record that you know.
It is, you'd have to chorus it if they're not, but they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't.
But it's still public funds, so
Right.
Right.
you should still be able to request what county.
Right.
The only other one we got is that and sheriff, right?
Right. I'm wondering, wouldn't it be nice to know what those other three counties pay on?
It would. It doesn't count. We're calling that.
I'll call them, what do you ask them?
Would you mind doing that?
I'll do it, what am I asking, who am Is it
Bourbon, Crawford, let me see, ask
See what they
them what their
budgeted.
contribution is to
Last
class
week.
military.
I, Bourbon and Crawford?
Wait, no, there's one more, let me see.
Bill Ware.
Class military.
Where'd you guys go? Up north?
Me? I went to South Dakota, Wyoming. I went to
So Myra, I'm just gonna call the courthouse their clerk.
Rushmore,
Call.
Yeah.
Crazy Horse, Devil's Tower, Rocky Mountain National Park, Monarch Pass, and Bent's Old Fort in La Junta.
Who?
Bent's, BENT''S,
So,
Old Fort in La Junta. It's a national monument.
So basically, how
We
much,
got
how
a
much they.
national
budget
park
for
pass,
class limited.
Okay.
and it's $80 for a year.
I told
And
you
that
wrong.
get-
Crawford, Bent,
Rushmore
Cranberry.
is free, but it costs you. Oh, we went to the Badlands too.
Has-
Rushmore is free, but it pays $10 to park. The Badlands, it costs like $30 to go to. Rocky Mountain National Park, it costs $30 to go to. Devil's Tower, it costs like $30 to go to. But with this national park pass for $80 for the year, because I'm under 62, any of them that charge, I can go to for free during that full year. When you turn 62, the annual pass is 20, but you can get a lifetime pass for 80. So we hit, when we was coming back, we hit, if you're coming back from Colorado on 50, you go through La Junta. So we stopped at Bent's Old Fort, and what it is it used to be a trading post for when the Arkansas River was Mexico. So we stopped there. It was a little educational thing, and Silas enjoyed it. And it's a replica of what the fort would have looked like then, with the adobe walls and everything. All the doors and everything's on the inside.
I went to Hallowell.
I went to Seneca.
See,
And if you really want to go see a really cool 4th of July celebration, go to Seneca, Missouri.
is that right?
Go to
Hands
where?
down, Seneca, Missouri.
I don't know. I'd have had a really cool one if they hadn't set fires.
They, their parade is like 5 blocks long. Good job on the show.
Hmm.
I don't think I've ever been to a parade that had that many people there.
Really?
Ever. Unbelievable. Very neat.
We was in Canyon City for the 4th of July, and they set their fireworks off on on Skyline Drive, and we asked the waitress at the restaurant where to go sit. She told us where to go park. She said, if you park here, you can see Florence, which Florence is southeast of Canyon City, and you can see Canyon Cities. Well, we didn't go exactly where she told us because we decided we want. So we parked where other people was parked. It just happened to be in the cemetery. But we had a great view of Skyline Drive. Well, they paused it because they had some spot fires that started on the backside of the mountain. So the fireworks show actually was not that great because they paused it and then they ended up canceling it because of fires.
I've learned that if you'll actually aim them towards the crowd, it's a better effect. done with sheriff's budget then?
No. I'm sorry.
Well, we plugged the number in.
We plugged every number in, but we said that was just for ginger.
See, here's one from Canyon City. Oh, wait, it started fires.
What's wrong with that?
We couldn't see the fires, it was on the backside of the mountain.
Oh, well, that would've been cool.
So, we didn't get to see the fires. But yeah, so. But they paused theirs, but I'm sure if it hadn't been paused, it would have been a really great show, but because.
Like I said, angle toward the crowd, so better.
That happened in Columbus a few years back.
Yeah? Are we gonna call the sheriff to go over his thing?
Well, let's look at what we're looking at. Are you leaving?
No, I'm gonna come up here and talk to you about selling something. I know you're busy, but Corey was just sitting here doing nothing. I thought I'd come up and interrupt you.
This will be the first time the fair hasn't interrupted my birthday.
Is that right?
Most times.
Your birthday's always on fair week,
24th.
24th.
Well, they couldn't get the carnival that week. She's against it. You guys don't realize how much money that brings in sales tax. I mean, it's like,
It does, but I don't think those newspaper ads are gonna bring in anybody
Well,
else that wasn't already gonna come.
that's not true. I can prove it's not true.
How?
Because I interview people and talk to them.
Oh,
Or give
That
me-
sounds-
What made you know about it? What made you know about it? I was shocked when I was up at Pittsburgh and people were calling them when I was up there wanting to know when the Cherokee County Fair was.
how many of them are subscribers?
I have no idea.
They're not gonna see it, they wanna know, but.
Anyhow.
You gotta make a nice model.
I see. Oh, yeah. I was
Key
gonna
word
take
being a
that.
model. A model is a makeup.
That's right.
How much is it, Larry?
$175.
We got money left in our, whatever the fund is.
We should.
Anything like that? You gonna split it? Jack? Okay.
Oh, we better wait for Michelle.
I haven't got a hold of the number yet, but Crawford's is 139,000.
Crawford,
Is this for intellectual disability? Yeah. Crawford's 139,000. She's on the phone with Levette right now. And do you want me to call Montgomery too?
139.
For Crawford.
And
Levette, she's on the phone. Do you want me to still call
One
Montgomery?
more thing.
Nah,
Okay.
that'd be right.
That's what I kind of thought if we could get to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see what she says for
Thank you.
Okay.
And I don't have, I didn't bring it for the fire department over at Baxter. I'd like to put a $75 spot in there for you for that.
I think you better do Baxter for that.
I'm going to Baxter for that. I'm talking about the commemorative, I don't care what you put it. It's gonna have all the stuff that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And I will go to the city, but I'm just talking to you here. If you want to, I don't care if you do that.
All right, then.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just didn't want you to yell at me when it didn't happen.
Oh, it's good.
I'm good. Thank you, guys.
Well, that's 127.
Thank you. They're gonna make a motion.
You ready?
Wait, okay, make a motion, okay.
Make a motion to purchase the fair ad and Columbus paper for $175, and it splits between mine and Jack's. Was it correct, son? $87.50 for mine and Jack's.
Have a second?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Nay.
After all.
Who knows more about the fair dates than people right here? You want people to come from the outside and be more likely to get an ad that's farther away. But I would not vote for the Sentinel either, Michelle, so.
Well, if you'll run out there in the hallway, the news crew is still waiting on you, you can announce it.
There.
You're still happy.
Yeah, you have one of them still out there.
Yeah, they're not leaving.
One of them did.
Let's see. So on these, we were looking at reducing that salary. Well, you can say reduce it, or you can say increase it 100,000. We were looking at bumping that up 100,000. And I've got,
Oh, you're H. H in the second page.
Okay, thank you.
we took the scanner off. What's the 50,350 I have a note for? Can't see what line that is.
50,000.
Oh, maintenance, the building,
Building maintenance was $49,650.
what's the number of that line for it?
080. Yep.
080? So last year was 50,350. They asked for 100, and I put no change. Is that what you have in your notes?
Yeah, because they requested another $49,650.
So nothing there. So are we talking about a total increase of 100,000? Because I have a note down at the bottom said 268, 467.
Yeah, you got 100,000 in your salary. You got 5,000 in your uniform. You had 11,162 in your fuel consumption.
Okay.
73,680 in your records management, something or other that supposedly hasn't ever been budgeted. You had 45,000 in your work comp. How do you go up?
95 and vehicles.
95, 325 in vehicles. And, your inmate medical was 13.3, and inmate food was 25.
You come up with 268, 467.
It's 368, 467. Sometimes right, that's what we turn in.
Let's see. Being organized.
Three, 4, 9, 4, 0, 1, 6. Take.
we do on the maintenance of that? Shouldn't do a thing.
34944. 016. So Jean, the number that Jean's got put in here is the 368,467. The building maintenance, we ended up taking it back out, we had some sales tax back.
Okay.
All right, Corey.
Aye.
Should be 368. 368, 467. Increase. Yeah, that's what we gave Jean.
But aren't we talking about 268? Is it
368.
Is that what these add up to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything that we approved last week and sent to Jean was 368, 467.
That is a bite.
349,416.
That's a bite, all right. Sure ain't as good as Michelle's coconut pie either.
Oh, don't like it when it goes. We went over the treasures.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, because she had no increase.
That's right.
She didn't have an increase.
Well, the only thing we have is price limit to it. As many times as we've attempted to get this over the last week plus, it just
Didn't we ask that for them last
makes me
year?
want to zero that out.
Didn't we ask that last year?
I don't know about that. I don't remember fully.
When we get a response, zero it out. We'll have it next year.
Yeah, that does.
We have more hours from that than anybody. More, we have like 58 workers dedicated to our county.
It's a lot. Well, that's what, yeah. Anyway.
It generally gets their attention.
So we have 44 clients help. Or 58. But the information Michelle got, it's probably gonna be 400,000 to 500,000 in East County, you think? With 4 of us, 4 counties.
Because I didn't get Montgomery's.
Budget is. 12 million, am I getting that right?
Good.
Let's see. They're basically saying that they spend 2.3 million in Cherokee County. Obviously, they're heavily federally funded, and I don't know if they use a formula like they do on the elderly meals.
Well, what all do they service? I know it's,
So there's 58.
I mean, I guess my question would be, what's the criteria that somebody has to meet for them to get services from them, and what is those services?
Are you aware of the workshop they have? Michelle, you probably have a better idea to explain that, what they do. They do different jobs for Larry, you probably know.
Yeah, they have the building out here that they have, that people are in. And then they're also involved with the school at cross street from Central there. What do they call it?
Rise Center?
Yeah, they build that construction stuff in there, they do.
I know one of our departments here used them to shred.
Yeah, they do that for a lot of people. Shredding paper but they actually build things like picnic tables and things like that.
Houses.
Yeah, and they used to do that out in these buildings, and then they have garden stuff out there, and they have people that come in there just for services. I'd say they probably have 35 or 40 people in there
Yeah.
most every
They do
day.
serve, I mean, a lot of people, I guess we need to plug it in, but we need to let them know how very disappointed we are that
I don't
Like
know.
the-
I'd wait till you hear something from them. There's no reason we can't get a copy of it.
Give them half of it, that'll be enough attention giver, I guarantee it, they'll start producing
That's
anything.
what I would think. My theory on it.
I just
Two.
found is we give a number to Gene and he works this up and then we change the
it.
number and
Well,
You're thinking, giving them numbers, worst case scenario, and then bringing it down from there. Is that what you're thinking?
now I just thinking the request is what money and we do it, but this is how many they serve.
I know, but I mean, there's still no reason we can't get a record of it.
I know, but
You're wanting to know what they have.
in reserve.
Right. They might have $1 million.
Yeah, we found that out with soil conservation, they had many years worth of reserves.
I'm sure they got plenty.
They got enough.
Well, they have to be federally funded to be able to spend this much and get this little amount from the counties. But my concern with not funding the request is like, they used a schedule on the dinners for the elderly, and they based it on population number of people served, and the federal government gave the guideline, we'll match this, but you have to have this much local match. And so they use that local match and decided what we owe. That's my concern here, if we underfund it, we're just gonna have to go back and put it where it was because of our formula.
Yeah. Plug it and see.
Are they saying he's out today?
I think she got an email back that it wasn't what we wanted to hear.
He had a couple of turnovers and people out there.
I mean, she could always send the email that says the number's gonna be 0 unless we get the answer.
That might spur them on, huh?
If she calls him and says, this is what they're saying, he's going, if it was me, I would act faster.
He did email back and said he would get it today, but she hasn't heard anything back yet.
He is back?
He emailed her
Oh,
and said he would get it to
I
her
hate
today.
emails, text, I like this right here. Hey, we need to pay for it.
Exactly, that's why I like to call. I want to call and I know
It's
I'm
like,
talking to
it's like
somebody.
instant.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'll go call him. I'll see if I can get a hold of him. Tell him we're in a meeting now and we need it right now.
Hey, the meeting's over at 1:30.
Tom,
and he wants some
we're
money.
ready to
Okay.
throw that out if we
Okay.
can get an answer.
Hey, Corey,
Yes, ma'am.
did they tell you there's a cantaloupe back there for you?
Who?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I would have, I mean, I
Sure,
would like
maybe
for them
cantaloupe.
to have gone and
Really?
got them all.
From
but I
Rocky
would've
Ford.
got mine.
I love cantaloupe.
There's,
And the
my
Rocky-
daughter says, those are little ones, and I said, that's the size of Rocky Ford cantaloupe.
Rocky Ford,
Who
yeah.
grew 'em?
Rocky Ford, in Rocky Ford, Colorado.
Okay.
They came from Colorado, they're
You
Rocky
brought 'em
Ford.
back from Colorado.
Yes,
Oh, right.
15 pounds for $10. I bought 15 pounds
For $10.
for $10.
These two seem to be spoiled. Oh, you should be able to
Good
smell,
idea.
thank you, Michelle. From back there.
But my daughter says, these are little bitty, and I said, but Rocky Ford ones usually are. They're not the big cantaloupe. And I said, these are fresh from Colorado.
That's right, right out of the field.
I got a 5-pound bag of pinto beans too out of the field. And apricots and cherries and peaches. And I've ate
Well,
almost my
I'm
apricots
telling
and
you, I got the
peaches.
best peaches from Langerot's up there. I think I had in my life. I just, oh, they were so good.
I
I
like peaches too.
bought a peck of them for me.
Where was that, Larry?
Peaches.
Langerot's.
I never have bought anything there, and I didn't buy it there. His wife was at the St. Bridget's
Well,
sewing day,
You
and
wanna let the sheriff know what we're gonna give him, or ask him, or?
You wanna go ahead and call him, you probably have him.
Call him.
I'll go out and take care of these guys. I'm not, don't have any comment.
You want me to see if he's got time to just run up here?
whatever he wants to do.
Okay.
You can give him the number.
I can get him.
Tell him what.
Take it or leave it.
Are you waiting on me? And I'm not gonna have a comment really. I mean, this is something people are gonna have to
Sure
decide.
is.
I gotta go out there and pay to get out.
Yeah, they were gonna come back.
They changed that damn city council meeting to 5:30.
Why'd they do that?
Huh?
Why'd they do that?
They wanna do the meeting during their work hours instead of having to be there at night. Well, I think they did it.
I can call him out on it, Larry.
Do what?
I can call him out. Hey, how are you? I was sitting here at this desk. I didn't know if you was in town today.
Makes it kinda tough on me to make it.
You wanna run up here? or-
Lena's is still at 6.
Make sure you got it for,
6 is not
see if we're
bad.
happy with that or not.
We
Okay,
will have it shortly.
thank you.
So,
Did you make the threat?
I just said, they're just sitting in the meeting waiting on this. That's all we're waiting for. So, never did talk to Bob, but she went and talked to his person and said, but we will have it real short.
Well, right now, they're giving you 0.
That's what I was gonna
That's what I
say.
should have said,
You got
dang it.
10 minutes.
What you should have said was that they just taken a vote 5-0
Cut all the budget,
To
so
just
you
be
better
zero.
be here. Hey, you can't make any more
I've done
motions.
enough interviews.
No more motions, because I don't have a pen, I took it over there and left
Borrow
it.
one?
Just don't make any more
No,
motions.
I do not have to.
Oh, yeah, I got a motion. Sure.
I'm gonna plug my cord, my phone in. Since I gotta cover.
There's 2 buttons there, you could have all along.
Yeah, but I'm gonna plug those in.
Oh. You don't plug in here.
No, there's one across the,
Over there.
yeah.
You gonna be at the meeting tomorrow night?
Which one's that?
City council.
Baxter?
I don't know. Do I need to be?
No, I just was gonna say I'd see you then.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Take it easy.
You too, Larry. Fair's this weekend, isn't it?
No, next week.
Next week?
Next week. We come out with our edition on Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
I mean on Friday. On Friday, yeah.
Whew.
But,
Well, thank you.
see you later.
I want to tell you, one of the. Yeah, Michelle, thanks for burning your candle.
Well, when you buy 15 pounds, you've got to use them somehow.
Them beans are good.
Yep. I didn't buy a whole lot of peaches or apricots. I bought a bag of cherries because I'm the only one that's going to eat them. But them peaches, they were really, really good. I mean, they have good flavor. They're real juicy. They're real messy.
Run it down your hand.
Yeah, it's dripping on the floor. You need to eat it like this or you're wearing it. Whew.
Yeah.
They had zucchini too, and I bought my daughter 3 zucchini. I offered to buy her a half a bushel, and Silas told me no. It was only $10 for the half bushel basket of zucchini, and they had 2 other squash too. See, Michelle drove by them places too, but she didn't stop and get any, did she? How'd you come home from Colorado Springs?
54 maybe? I don't know, I was in
50.
the back seat.
50.
We didn't drive 71.
There's 70 or 50.
Okay, must have been 50.
So she came through La Junta too.
But I didn't, I would have saw a produce thing, I probably would have stopped.
Well, there was plenty.
I didn't
Y'all
see
remember
it.
the gods, they tell you about the fireman that's killed on that mountain behind it?
No.
They do that big,
That would have been interesting. Always,
I think it's in September, it's a big deal.
well, the tour we took, that looks like a well in the rock. I'm like, I don't want to know what they look like. I want to know more about this place. So we went back the next day after that.
Yeah, they used to, that's where they had their ceremonies and stuff, the Indian ceremonies.
Huh.
That was the only piece around they had that was neutral. Yeah, pretty neat deal.
You see the roll gorge?
I didn't make it there.
I went when I was a kid and I won't go back. My husband doesn't care for heights, so I'm not spending that kind of money for him not to enjoy himself.
Well, we took a tour and went up to Pikes Peak when it was an open air Jeep thing. 40 degrees up there and there was snow up there. I was like, okay, I wanted to walk around. I wanted to go into the visitor center. I wanted to watch the videos. We get up there. He goes, you got 15 minutes and then we're heading back down. I'm like, we don't even have time to go in and go to the bathroom. So that was disappointing. And we paid $175. I should have. Well, I did do something probably that I shouldn't have did, but
No, don't say it.
I'm not. Oh, yeah, never mind. I didn't do anything.
I told my husband doesn't do heights, and we went to Rocky Mountain National Park. And if you go through Estes, you go through Estes and come out at Grand Lake, or vice
We should
versa.
have it very short.
But when we was going through Estes,
So,
because we went in through Estes, he had the sheer drop off on his side most of the time.
Did you say
I
that?
said, if we come back, I'm buying you some gummies. We're in Colorado. It'll be legal so that I can make it through here without you just. He didn't get out. When we pulled over and stopped, he didn't get out. Silas and I got out and went and looked. Howard stayed in the car. The only time he got out in the park, he did get up at the summit when we went to the visitor center. And then when we was coming down, which when you're coming down towards Grand Lake, there's more trees and stuff. So there's not this sheer drop-offs there, but you can't see it as much because you still got trees. And we stopped at a picnic area and ate a sandwich. But I told him, I said, we're in Colorado, I'm buying you gummies. We come back. I said, either that or we're going to go get a prescription of Xanax because this is rough on me.
is that the only
Yeah, we never went.
Well, Brian's coming up, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to. A couple of years ago, I think it was.
Went through Wyoming.
We stayed in Du Bois for quite a while. That was, I really liked it out there.
Where?
Du Bois,
Haven't been there.
went to Yellowstone, that was pretty cool. Went to, about Teton Mountains, went to Jackson Hole,
I've always wanted to go to Jackson Hole. Was that pretty cool? Is there much there?
a little town, very
Okay.
expensive.
Oh, well, yeah, I would go there.
Du Bois was kind of neat because, I mean, it's small. But, it's like the world's largest military museum is there, and it is.
Well, we went to we took the Silas and we went to Wall Drug. When you're over between Sioux City and Sioux Falls, there's signs telling you need to go to Wall Drug. And it's clear over to the south side, southern edge. Wall, W-A-L-L. It's in the town of Wall. And it's a huge store. They have everything. Everything. There's a restaurant in there.
Cool.
There's a Western store. Yeah, everything.
Just like a mall.
Kind of, sort of.
But they call it a drugstore.
Yep.
Well, there used to be a lot of stuff in the drugstores back in the day.
But we took, in 22, we took Aria on a trip, and then we took Gabby on a trip. So we had to take Silas. Well, we both decided he had to grow up some before we was taking him. And he was 7 this year, and we took him, and Crazy Horse closed when we got to Rapid City to go down to there. Crazy Horse was closed, so we went to Rushmore. Then we drove up. Then we drove up and spent the night up by Devil's Tower, and then we came back through to see Crazy Horse. Anyway, as we're up there, we spent the night in Sundance, and we're getting up the next morning, going up to Devil's Tower, and we get to where he can see it, and he goes, "You mean it's a real place?" And I mean, he told us the story about how it came to be with the bear and everything, the Native Americans. He told us everything. But it was a real place. He could not believe.
I was going to go back this year, because this is the last year that they was going to do the Chris Ledoux days. I think it's in Cody, Wyoming. This is the last year they're doing, I really kind of want to do
Howard wants to go to Frontier Days in Cheyenne.
that. We saw Cheyenne, it's a pretty neat little town.
Yes, I've been in Cheyenne twice. We just drove through Cheyenne this time because we left Devil's Tower, and I gave Silas the option. Do you want to go to Cheyenne and see the 8-foot tall cowboy boots that Gabby and Aria have seen, or do you want to go to Crazy Horse? And he chose Crazy Horse. So
love the beach, but now I like to listen to the beach and look at the beach, but I don't want all the sand and all the yuck. Just the first time we got out of the car when we got to the mountains, just the smell. Oh, it was good.
There was a place in Tennessee, and I'm a firm believer everything happens for a reason. But we found this place, and it was literally on top of a mountain. And in the description, it said, in winter weather, this, out there, you will not be able to get in and out of your driveway. And I immediately called. And, it was under contract. If it hadn't been under contract, I wouldn't be sitting here. So I learned that I'm calling if it, I just bought.
Oh, gosh.
Nice little log home up on top.
Oh.
It was nice.
Shoot, that wouldn't be too far. What, 8 o'clock? It's like, you know, it was like 9 hours for us to get where we went.
But,
So where did you go before you went to Colorado?
Florida.
Where out?
We went to Orlando. We took the grandkids to Disney World.
Well, Gabby, she wants to go to St. Augustine, Florida, the next trip.
I've heard that's
Oh.
pretty.
oh,
And then we drove to.
Allie said it's because she wants to pet some animal down there. Now, up at the Badlands, right just before you go in, it's called, I don't know, it's a store. Anyway, you can feed the prairie dogs.
You know, I didn't see any animals.
I don't have my regular folders that I had.
How are you?
Every day.
See if I'm a little messy now.
Well, no, Brian.
Try not to know too much.
How much
With your stuff alongside
Here
there,
it is.
Rocky Mountain National Park. And this is not zoomed in. He was trying to, I told him I wouldn't, because I thought, just,
Does anybody have handy the scheduled holidays? Because it shows how many paydays we have left.
you looking for these?
Dina's at lunch and she got.
There's a one.
She goes late.
One.
oh, look. Her door's shut.
Yeah, there she is.
But the reason I'm looking is because I wonder how many paydays are left because.
Is anyone welcome in here now?
Anyone's welcome, Sue, come in.
Okay,
How you doing?
I'm fine. I just wanted to talk to you.
Sure.
Okay, about Messer Road.
No.
It's a mess.
You're talking about, you called about the frog line,
About
the fog line, not having a line on it.
that too.
Yeah.
But you know, just to drive down the thing, it'll throw you off in the ditch.
So I have to tell you, and I think I told you this, I did figure eights, hoping that the sheriff's office or somebody wasn't gonna pull me over for being drunk. Trying to cross those lanes to fill the ridge.
You come ride with me in my old car and see, I don't have a new
You
car.
rode it, and what were your comments?
I had a guy ride it with me and I didn't even tell him what we'd done. I got the end of it and I said, what's wrong with the road? He said, you couldn't find anything wrong with it.
My gosh, everyone on
Actually,
that road
his exact words was, "Lady, you go to Ottawa County.
is what?
Go to Ottawa County and drive their road."
You ought to ride Jasper County. They've got new roads over there in the country, great. Anyway.
They have a taxi
it's going
base.
around.
I know,
But
when they first did
everyone
that,
up and down that road, there's Janet Wixon, there's the Bardoffs, there's all of us up and down that road. That road, it just throws you, and I don't drive it over 45 because and especially if you're meeting someone, because there's two, it's just not, it's high, low. And where they took the trestle out, it's eat clear out on the north side. So it's all just fallen clear in, the railroad trestle, went on the north side.
you're saying that the asphalt has fallen in?
Yes,
Okay, I'll check that out.
yeah. And, well, there was a culvert past it also, and it's not in good shape either. I mean, it's falling in.
I'll check into that. I did report about the painting, and know we need to get on a list and prioritize those, and that is a dark road. I get what
It
you're
is at
saying.
night, it's a dark road. And the light now is not on anymore at 400 and Messer, I don't know who does that.
State.
The state, it's not on, it's a night light.
They took all those lights down and will not put those back up.
Is that right?
Because Sheriff Groves both wrote a letter to the state whenever they took the one out east of Ashford, the Lowell Road.
Uh-huh.
And it'd take me a minute to find it, but I can find the email that the state sent back, and they said they was taking those out, the state wasn't paying for them anymore, and they was not putting them back up.
Okay.
Even though we, showed them, the traffic safety effect, the whole 9 yards of state basically, so we ain't
Okay.
I'm gonna put the sheriff on the spot here and ask him to drive that Messer
Will
Road.
you drive that Messer
And
Road?
let us know what you think.